After more than 1 year, Civilization 7 has finally added the ability to play a single Civ all the way through an entire campaign. Previously, you had to pick a different one every single age, but today we're playing as the Incans on Pachacuti, and we're playing it all the way through to the modern era. Now, I know you're looking at this start and you're thinking, I really hope he settles right there in between all those mountains. And I hear you, but I just don't think it's going to work. There's a part of me that wants to, and then there's a part of me that just wants to move down here and settle, because this is going to be such a better monument spot. Anyway, if you want to settle in this position, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below to the Discord where you can join. You can try and settle in that position, but yeah, look, it's going to be nice, don't get me wrong. I reckon a monument's going to look a lot better there, though. Anyway, let's get to it, because we are playing Pachacuti. We're playing as the Incans. We've got some interesting mementos today, Silkutaria, as well as Magic Plant, which is quickly becoming my favorite memento. It's so strong and just allows you to alleviate a lot of pressure in the early game that you'd normally experience. Now, let's just talk a little bit about what we're doing for those folks who are coming back to Civ 7 after all this time and wondering what the heck is going on. Hold on, now we can play any Civ in Antiquity? Yeah. So, we're playing a Civ that's not meant for Antiquity, so that basically means it's not at its apex. So a civilization that would be at its apex would be a civilization like the Maya. They get access to all their bonuses, and they also get access to all their unique stuff, like their unique quarter and their unique units. Now, we get access to all of our bonuses. We get our bonus called Apis, which allows us to work mountain terrain and allows us to get +1 food and production from it, but we don't get access to our unique units or our unique buildings, which is the terrace farm. So we'll get that in the next stage, because that's when we have our apex. But until then, we're just going to have to slum it out. Now, there's a couple ways that we have... what's the easiest way to say this? There's a couple ways that they increase our power. They make us a little bit stronger, and we'll talk about those as they come through. Now, keep in mind, everything you see here is a work in progress. This one right here, we're just going to hit confirm selection, because we don't want to follow along with any of the advisors, because we're going to do our own thing out here, and we're going to continue moving north as we found a whole bunch of goody huts here. Now, this is a pretty decent spawn. I rate this, mainly because we've got this really nice concave, if that's the right term, of mountains. And when you're playing as Pachacuti, that's one of the big things, is you want mountains. There's just so many big reasons why it's necessary to have them. So let's go ahead, and we're going to take the early production here. He gets a huge amount of bonuses for mountains. So number one is all buildings receive a +1 food adjacency for mountains. So by settling here, we are adjacent to 2 mountains, which means we get an extra 2 food. So here would have been an extra 4 food. I know, it's a lot. But yeah, there's some very big bonuses that you've got. On top of that, you also don't have to pay happiness for your specials, or at least you don't have to pay for 2 happiness. That can obviously change the longer the game goes, depending on the bonuses that you've got. But it's a nice little way to make specialists more viable for Pachacuti, but they do need to be adjacent to mountains. Keep that in mind. Let's go across the river all the way here. Now, we've got double camels in the capital, which is quite nice. And the other thing to note is we can actually take these camels. A normal Civ wouldn't be able to. They'd have to go all the way around, but we can just go over the mountains and then grab these camels. So that is going to be very lovely for us. Okay, so we've got our first Civic. We're going to go ahead and slot in Charismatic Leader, and very quickly we're going to take it out, because we've got a narrative choice, and we want to get through this as quickly and as early as we can. This is called the test of time, or the test of valor. Basically, we have to keep this policy card slotted for 20 turns, and if we do it, we're going to get the unique bonus of +1 gold on mountains. It's a card that we can keep for the rest of the game. If we don't want to do that, that's fine. Have 150 gold and a migrant to boost your early game, but we're going to try and take it. Now, it is a very difficult thing to do. I'll tell you right now, this is not the first time I've played Civ 7 on this new patch, and it is so difficult. And the reason why is because it actually reduces every single settlement by 1 influence, 1 science, 1 culture, 1 gold, 1 food, 1 production. And so it might not seem like much at first, but then you're like, well, hold on, I've got 4 settlements. And all of them are -1, and you're trying to work out why you're sitting on 3 influence a turn. That's why you're sitting on 3 influence a turn. So look, we're gonna, normally in this circumstance, we would be opting for the culture, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna rush this, just because we're gonna be looking for early expansion, and delaying having this slotted in is really gonna hurt us if we don't slot it in early. So that's the game plan, that's our thinking. Let's keep focusing. We're moving up the 2 shorelines here. We've got a bit of a weird spawn. Now, this technically is a Pangea, this map. If you want to take a look at the settings that we've got here, deity, difficulty, it's a standard map with Pangea settings. So we've got a bit of a fun spawn here. And I will say that Pangaea and Islands is definitely the best map when it comes to the way that it spawns. Like, look at this. It's technically a Pangaea, but I got sea to my north and sea to my south. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway. Now, normally you look at this and you would look at these yields and think, wow, these mountain yields are beautiful. They are stunning. They are glorious. We want those as badly as much as we can. But the truth is, it's hard to upgrade them. That's the big reality when it comes to these. That you will get bonuses as you go on through the ages. We're actually mixing it up a little bit. Normally, we just try and stick to one specific tile. So, you know, mines together with clay pits, that sort of thing. But I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm going to be going up a little bit out of my comfort zone here. And we'll talk more about that, just because when it comes to yields, I'm starting to feel a little bit different about the way that they work. Now, we've got 2 more turns. Gosh, I tell you what, this is a bit of a long research, isn't it? What's our option here? Culture, tempting, and tile becomes gypsum. Okay, we've got a double gypsum iron spawn over here. We are going to be prioritizing that ASAP. That is a very nice spawn, or a very nice settle location, so we're definitely going to be doing that. And we're going to continue moving. We've got the ability to potentially grab this, but you'd need sailing if you wanted to do that. So we're not going to be grabbing that anytime soon. Another goody hut over towards the west. Let's move over towards that direction. This scout can come up and under. Maybe we do another one. Perfect. There we go. More mountains. That's another beautiful monument location right here. And let's continue moving over towards this goody hut. We've got a lot of goody huts to grab, that is for sure. We'll take the culture here just because we want to try and rush mysticism. We ideally want to be getting stone circles, but because of the fact that we are slotting in this policy, we are -1 culture, but it's also technically -3 culture because of charismatic leader not being in here. So because of that, I'm hesitant to commit to something like stone circles, just knowing that the AI likes to go for it, which they should. It's one of the best pantheons in the game. So let's go ahead and grab our next technology. It's tempting to go for writing, but we want to beeline straight down towards masonry so that we can pick up our early monument here. And there's a part of me that was thinking maybe we should have gone for animal husbandry instead and looked for a saw pit rather than like a brickyard. But we're going to go ahead. We're just going to grab the brickyard in. We could technically do the brickyard down here on this tile. It's kind of nice to have it. Or we could throw it on this spot, because this is a +2. All I'm thinking is like we're getting that extra, we're getting that slightly higher return. Yeah, we'll do it here. It's only a +1, but we'll do it. And we'll go ahead and grab the incense, so we get +1 science from that. And you technically also get 10% science, but when you're making 0 science, 10% of 0, it's not much. It's not much. Okay, we met another city, or a city-state up towards the north. So what have we got here? We got Moreau. I mean, it's tempting to ally with it, but you got to remember that we kind of need our influence. Really, really important that we retain our influence just because we are running Magic Plant. So the impact from having Magic Plant versus not using, or like, we're basically giving up 40 good guy points. And ideally we want to be good guys for this playthrough. As you'll be aware with my playthroughs, they're typically good guy playthroughs. We don't do a whole lot of war. There's a couple reasons why. I mean, the army commander's wait a minute. There was a goody hut right here. Does that mean when I click this button, we're gonna meet somebody? Indeed we are. Who have we got? We got Simon Boulevard. And we're gonna take the +40 immediately. Thank you, Simon. And he's gonna send us some agreements, hopefully ASAP. Yeah, he's not met anybody else. We could technically send him open markets right now. This is still really early, so I think it's good to send it. But we might meet somebody else who's got a better thing. So we're not gonna send it right now. So let's head back over to Cusco. We're going to put just a couple of settlers in queue. I'm thinking probably 3 to open us up with. We could technically go into a 4th, though. I don't mind going into the 4th. Let's do like a 4 settler opening here. We could look for production as a Pantheon, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so he's just going to send us the gold per turn, which is not terrible. And what was that sound? That was the sound of a goody hut. So let's make sure that we prioritize that. And we'll continue moving north. Okay, so far, we've got some decent settlement locations. I'm thinking somewhere around here could be good. It allows us to get this monument here. It lets us get a +2 here. Actually, that's going to be an incredible monument position right there. So we've got 2 back-to-back, quite literally back-to-back monuments that are going to be insane. So that will be very nice. So let's continue. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move north up here and see what we can spot. So let's come up, and that is disappointing. That is very disappointing. Does it change our decision at all? No, I think we still want to settle here. And in fact, we probably want to beeline towards this silver. Silver's quite nice. It doesn't really hurt us that much. That was also taken. That is being taken. I tell you what, there's people absolutely everywhere, and there is another one, Mr. Benjamin Franklin. How are you doing, good sir? We're going to go ahead. We'll give him a friendly. We see his capital. You see it right there. And we're going to... and we're just going to accept his alliance immediately. Because he's obviously a classical republic as well. Lovely. Love to see... We're already at plus 90. Hello, Benjamin Franklin. Great to see you. Great to meet you. I mean, technically, we didn't need to have Magic Plant to do that, but it's still... It's one of those weird things where it's like, he either hates you or he loves you from the first turn. Just pick Classical Republic, okay? That's part of the reason why it's good. Okay. We got ourselves a little bit of a weird spot here. So we need to get down here ASAP. So let's go ahead and get over here. When it comes to settlement location, I mean, there is a +3 right there. So let's go onto that tile, settle that, and then we can potentially put a library down on that spot. We've also met Ada. Ada, how you doing? Have a friendly.
Pleasure. Tell me.
Tell you what do you want to know, Ada? And we've got a diplomatic opportunity here, an extra little bit of science. I think we could take that. I think we could take that. But we have also just met Ada. So do we want to go culture or do we want to go science? I feel like in the early game, culture's a little bit more important than science. So let's just take the free +2 for now and just keep it in the bank. I know it's tempting, isn't it, to want to say yes, but you got to remember we're running Magic Plant as well. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I thought that was a misclick that could have been terrible, but we're okay. And we got gain 1 population in Cusco. Say it ain't so. 3 turns to grow. We're still going to take it, though. Now we're up to 7. So we lost 4 turns right there of growth, but, I mean, technically we've gained. You got to think about it in those terms as well. So, yeah, we've definitely got a bit of a mix going on right here. That is for sure. We've got the brickyard in. We'll be looking to add in... I mean, we could add the altar. We could do a saw pit here, but the main reason why we put it here is just so that we can connect the monument in, which we're going to be needing very, very soon. So let's go ahead and do that. How many cities is everybody on? Everyone's still at 1 out of 3. So we're at turn 17. So still a little bit early. Thank you, Benjamin Franklin, for the free influence. And Ada now offering us the science. Now, she could have offered us culture. She could still technically offer us culture next turn. Has she met anybody else? Yes, Benjamin Franklin. I think we just accept this. I think we just accept it and call it a day. Let's keep moving north. This guy's going to cover to the south. Do we want to go around, like... Okay, Mount Everest, not bad. Okay, that's going to give us mountains as well. All right, we see a little bit more of the continent, so we've got a bit of an idea. There's a lot of land up here that we can potentially look at taking. We've got more down here. City-state by the looks of it. I think that's a city-state. Yeah, that's a city-state, definitely. So a lot of land that we can potentially conquer here. Oh, Mount Fuji! Mount Fuji. Well, I guess I know where we're going next. Mount Fuji it is. How are we getting there, though? Because there's a lot of mountains, dude. I tell you what, they were like, hey, this guy picked Pachacuti and Inca together, give him some mountains. And they gave him mountains. Oh boy, did they give us mountains. Look at the amount of mountains that we've got here. This is incredible. Okay, we are quite squished. We're going to walk away very calmly, very cool and collected. And it's starting to get to the point where I'm thinking, okay, maybe do we just put on auto scout? Like we're getting pretty far away from our base. We've got a pretty good idea of roughly what we want to settle, I think, at the moment. Like Mount Fuji is going to be a big one. Where are you moving? Are you going to move north? Maybe come around this way. We don't want to go too close. I tell you what, is it just me or is that music starting to go crazy? I feel like the music's starting to go very hard. Let's see if we can get up there. Might be a bit difficult. We are racing. We're not going to win that race. He had the opportunity to target this, but he didn't. Let's move down and over here-ish. Because we've got... Actually, we should be settling over here first. There's a double volcano right here. And we should settle this. Is that going to upset him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that will not upset him. We can put the city center right there, and then we can build out. We can go for our +2 here. We can do the monument. Where would we do the monument? We could do like the monument here. That's a +3 monument, but then you'd have to build buildings all around this volcano, and that is a dangerous topic, my friend. Is there anywhere else? Oh, no. Oh, oh no. Wait, what? It's going to be a city-state. It's a city-state. Okay. We're all right. We're okay. Okay. Crisis averted. There was a part of me that was a little bit worried, but no, it's fine. It's just a city-state. Speaking of city-states, they are just everywhere right now. We got a lot of city-states. Okay. We're settling on this spot right here. This is going to upset our man, but You got to remember, we're sitting at 89 relationship right now. We don't mind. We don't mind if he gets a little bit annoyed with us. That's a double gypsum. We also pick up the iron. There's not a whole lot of growth in here, so we want to try and prioritize any kind of growth that we can get in here. So, Simon, if you send us a request for some food to our towns, I think we'll take it. I think we'll take it. Okay, infantry or merchant? I mean, we're not going to be training infantry, even though it's going to give us the culture point. Maybe we want that, though. I mean, 100 happiness towards celebration. We're going to have a merchant pretty early on. So I think, let's just, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so here's the question. Do we go mysticism for clan networks? It's still a bit early. We don't need to. We could go into discipline. By the way, why is our culture is so low? +8. Oh my god, this... Dude. It feels a little bit hard playing with this in your opening. Like, it's all just for +1 gold on mountains, but it's going to last us the whole game. That's the way I'm telling it, or selling it to myself. I'm like, okay, it's going to last us the whole game. Okay, +20% culture. Here we go. Oh, and we get this. Oh, wonderful. Charismatic leader. Okay, we're up to +12. There you go. We literally just increased our culture by 50%. Does that change anything? Not really. Not really. Pantheon. Is it taken? It's taken. Is it taken? It's not taken. We could go stone circles right here, right now. I mean, what's the alternative? We are the first off the block here. Now, I will say that altars have actually been buffed, and something that we haven't really talked much about here is triumphs. So I want to talk about the one that has been buffed. It is down here somewhere. Where is it? Is it in here? It was like 2 free merchants in the cap. Oh, these must be random. These must be random. You don't get the same ones every single game. Oh, see, I don't know if I like that. Basically, I can't remember what it was, but I got 2 free altar purchases. And I was like, this is sick. I love having that. Like, it was a game that I was playing Catherine with, and I got 2 free altar purchases. And I was just like, that's amazing. Like, I love that. But now I don't have that opportunity. So now it's like, well, the altar doesn't have as much value. But now I have to change the way that I'm playing because of that, which means that I don't fall into the trap of playing the same way every game. So maybe I do like that. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, it is a good thing. You know what? I do like that. Okay, we've come back around. We've come back around. We do like it because, as I said, like we were going to kind of beeline towards, like I was thinking we're going to take a Pantheon that multiple altars can benefit from. Something like City Patron Goddess for +2 influence, which would be really nice. Or fertility rights, +10% growth rate in settlements with an altar. Maybe we want to go that, actually. You know what? Maybe that wouldn't be terrible. You know, in the past, I kind of hated on it. What kind of buffs are we going to be getting here? 1, 2 tiles? These 2 don't technically count. I mean, we've got more mines out here that we can potentially fulfill. We've also got Jade in the capital. Okay, maybe we just do it. Maybe let's just go down for stone circles, this game specifically, just because we don't have the option for the 2 free altars. And we got those 2 free altars. I will just say that right now. So it was really nice to be able to purchase those altars for free. Okay, Longcheng is down here. There's no way we're getting through there. Volcano, Longcheng, Mount Fuji, Mountain. Buddy, you're up here. Let's go find out a little bit more about this city-state. They are on the chase with us, by the way. They're having a very nice chase. Okay, let's continue scouting out. I think we're about ready to put these guys on autopilot. So let's go ahead and do that. That was the wrong move. That's why you don't put them on autopilot. That was the wrong move as well. That's why we don't put them on autopilot. But we're just going to do that. The reason why I'm doing it, and you shouldn't do it, is just simply because when you put them on autopilot, they don't always do the best scouting routes. I'll say that right now. It's kind of nice to have it custom. We've got a little bit of a storm down here. Okay, Simon Bolivar. You know, we talked about this, and that's exactly what you needed to send me right now. So thank you very much, my friend. Got a friendly city-state that's somewhere around here. We know that much. Got our camels as well. Okay, so let's make sure we pick that up. So we do have the oh my god, look at that altar. It feels illegal not to go for an altar like that. And yeah, we should definitely do that. That's going to sync up perfectly with our... Yes, so you know how we were talking about auto scout? This is why we don't use auto scout. Did we meet someone or see someone? Oh yeah, we've met someone. This is why we don't do auto. Oh, we've got settlements. We've got settlements coming out. Where are we going with this scout? I think we're just bringing you back. You're going to come down towards Mount Fuji. Is that the best settlement though? I mean, no one else is going to settle this. There's literally just... It's entirely mountains. Like, the whole city is just mountains. No one's going to settle this. Should we come around and settle, like, in here? Oh, my God. Should we? Oh, maybe we should. We could grab the cotton and then just go over, but... Or we could... Yeah. Do it. Yeah, you know what? When in Rome... Live as the Romans do? Is that what the saying is? Do as the Romans do. Do as the Romans do. Okay, we need to think about taking out Scythia and Neapolis here. I am not happy about their positioning. Take the gold, thank you very much. How are we doing on gold, by the way? We're at 293. It's almost like we're going through a little bit of a dark age, isn't it? Was that a scout going down? So, okay. Don't put your scouts on auto-explore. Doesn't work very well. Unfortunately, they just kind of go... like, as I say that, I literally put it onto auto-explore right there. Gypsum. Can we slot that gypsum in the capital? Lovely. We could just settle right here and take the cotton, send the cotton back to the capital. That could be good. Or we could go for... We know that we can get here because there's no mountains. Because if there were mountains, we would have been able to see the mountains. Therefore, there's no mountains. Therefore, we can settle it. Therefore, we can have a +5 adjacency. Oh my God. Wow. We are going to make Cusco proud. This is going to be... Oh my God, this city is going to be incredible. Oh no, we can't settle here because Longcheng's here. 1, 2, 3. We'd have to settle here. Ugh. Ah, Longcheng. Why must you ruin our plans, Longcheng? Okay, we know that there's no mountains here either. Ah, yuck, man. It's so gross now. Oh, do we just go back to the cotton? I think we just go back to the cotton. Damn it, dude. That would have been amazing. That's literally a +5. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Okay, we've got more settlements coming up here. Okay, we gotta race. We gotta race up here. Let's just go up straight like this. Finally. Oh my God, finally. God. Jeez, that is hard, dude. That is really hard. It feels so bad to have to do that. Okay. Well, to be honest, you don't have to do it. That's the other thing to note. Is like, you don't have to do that. We did that because we want to. We're not going to put +1 gold on the mountains just yet because we don't have any mountains. But, I mean, we're going to have mountains soon. All right. Back to the cotton. Back to the cotton. Okay, everything's got a little bit more productive up here. We've got 1 turn until we are going to be putting down the glorious monument. It is going to be a +4 adjacency monument. So we could either build something or we can hold that production for a little bit longer. I think we probably want to hold it just so that we get our monument 1 turn sooner. What have we got? We've got... Okay, so let's found this settlement. We'll take the cotton. We'll send the cotton back to the capital. Because we need that production. 28 production's not too bad, actually. And let's hold it for 1 more turn. Okay. Scout. Auto-scout. Not scouting particularly effective. I mean, it's automatic. Like, they are scouting automatically. But you got to remember that there are barbarians on the map. And that does make things more difficult. Okay, let's take a look and see. Monument. It's a +8 to adjacency that we're... Wow, okay, that's a +8 to adjacency. That's a good monument. Look, it's not bad. It's definitely up there. We can say that much. That's why you got to use auto scout. That's why you got to use auto scout. So I'm thinking that when it comes to settling here, we got 2 primary options. Number 1 is here. That will allow us to snag more of these tiles, and number 2 would be here. If we go here, then we don't get the water. We want the fresh water. Okay, we're gonna try and grab this as soon as we can. It was an unhappy city, but just because we're at settlement limit at the moment. So let's go ahead and... Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. We got another cotton we could grab here. No, but then we don't get to Mount Fuji. And Mount Fuji is going to give us something glorious. Oh, we can work the volcanoes. That's kind of sick. Okay, so at least we've kind of stolen away a fair bit of this. I think we also want to steal away the silk if we can. Expansionist, thank you very much. We are indeed very expansionist. And we'll just take the military aid. We'll just take the gold. That is all we need. So we're going to heal you up and hope that you don't die. There was a slinger on the move. Another slinger on the move. And a warrior. We're going to try and get through. If we can get... Actually, this passage will keep us safe. That is for sure. What is that? Oh my god. And that she could potentially steal our camels. She's not going to, but that is disgusting. Oh. Is she on an island? I think she's like all the way down here by herself. There's nowhere for her to settle, dude. Look at this. There's just mountains. Why there, though? I mean, at the very least, our relationship is still decent. We both forward settled each other and we're touching borders. Would you be interested? She could reject this right now. She accepts it. It's not terrible. We're sitting on quite a bit of influence here, so that's just something to be aware of. Are we going to do another settlement? We're getting irrigation through right now. Where are we going to settle if we do it? I'm thinking up here towards the north. Alternatively, this position right here is not bad either. We need more to cover in here. Like, there's also another settlement in here. Potentially, you could even go on the water. Like, there's double reefs right here. Okay, let's get down to the wine. We'll drink up for a little bit. We also need to get a couple of slingers out. Oh, I can't believe she settled there. Why though? It must be like the reefs together with the fact, like, there's just got to be nothing else. That's her third settlement. Like, technically, it's her second expansion. We just have to grow here ASAP. We need to grow there really quickly. Okay, so we're going to come up. We could steal these away, but I think it's more important that we get up to the silk, just because there's the chance that it improves significantly. Okay, Scout, where are you going? Scout is going to come... Maybe we can just send the Scout over here. That's probably not a terrible idea. We grow in 2 turns. As long as we don't lose the camels, we'll be fine. It's really, really important we do that. Okay, Mount Fuji. Our first Mount Fuji tile is online with a yield of 8. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's our second mountain in the Empire that we're working. You know, 8 yield is okay. It's acceptable. Okay, so we're going to move this guy up somewhere here. There's a lot of mountains in this area. Okay, we definitely need to scout that out. So let's do that. We could grab another settler. Do we dare do a 6th settler? It's so early, though. Surely it's going to hurt us significantly more than it's going to help us. But such is life. The settling must continue, and so must the camels. So we're going to take that. She could technically take the jade away from us, but we don't care that much for jade. So, yeah, we've managed to secure all of this for now. So I think it's about time that we start thinking a bit about syncretism. Our syncretism, very specifically chosen for the Mayans. The Mayans are going to be key here. We're going to be looking to pick up their infrastructure. We'll get access to the Kuna. Now, when it comes to placing down the Kuna, we've got a good spot for it right here, right here. Probably look at maybe going here and then putting a wonder on this tile. Could be an option. And then we can put something down here in the late game, like our, I was going to say our university, our academy, down over here. Then we could look at potentially putting our amphitheater on this tile. Can we reach there? I don't think we can reach there, can we? No, we can't. We can't keep expanding continuously, but we can dream. Alternatively, we could go discipline and get a couple of slingers out. Maybe we'll go 3 slingers, and then we'll look to start taking some names. Okay, so we've got plus 5% food in settlements with their city center adjacent to a mountain or with 3 work tiles. So we'll definitely take that. We can also go for +1 gold on mountains now, I think is going to be the right call. So let's go ahead and slot that. So we've got 2 gold bonuses in now. So that pushes us up to 27. Of course, oh my gosh, that's a lot of culture. We're only sitting at 21 culture a turn. So that's 5 turns of culture right there. But we're not quite ready for our slingers just yet. I mean, we could technically just get our slingers out now and then take the culture. But the gold wouldn't be terrible either. But I think we want that culture. The culture's a lot more impactful at this stage. All right, big explosion. That's why we took these tiles. That's why we settled this location. We could actually take that right now, or we could deny more land. I feel like we probably want to deny more land, but there's a bit of a risk that he does as well. I think let's just pick that one up. And we've got nowhere to slot it. How about the incense? Can we get rid of the incense? Incense is at 2. Yeah, we definitely want to get rid of the incense. That'll give us... It's 10% silk, and we're only doing 8 a turn. Or 10% culture, rather. Okay, so we are moving our way, making our way towards... We've actually got a lot of city-states here that we can take out, and we can funnel all of this production into the capital. So we do need to be thinking about this as a... Oh my god, she's such a... I was going to call her a bee. She is such a bee. Look at that settlement right there. There's a part of me that wants to get upset, but then there's a part of me that's like, she's probably got nowhere that she can really go. All right, so we got our first city online. We're, of course, going to move both of our gypsums in here. We want to get our camels up as soon as we can. So 10 turns it's going to be for our camels, and then we'll slot them into Chiquito. We've got, monument. We could... Do we just come straight out of the gates with a monument? No, we got to go. You got to go brickyard first. Okay, so brickyard. Then we'll do... Even the altar's not bad. That's a +3 on the altar. We could do a saw pit for 2. It's a 3-turn versus a 6-turn. I think we just slot the monument in straight after that. That's where our value's coming in. Okay. Where was that scout? Did we not have a scout that was coming over here as well? I swear I sent a scout over in this direction because I wanted to see what was going on over here. Okay, we got wine. We've got that sound, whatever that... What is that sound? A suzerain. It even tells you the bonus. That's cool. Emporium. So he's taken Moreau. You're almost healed up. Yeah, because we're kind of lacking information here. I mean, this is some good land in here. How are we going to settle this if we were going to do it? Do we settle in this? This is a +3. We could throw the monument on this tile specifically. No, we can't settle it. We can only settle here. And that's a +2. And then if we settle that, how do we get around? Because we need to get our +2 somewhere else. Oh, we're so close to him as well. We're at 82. He's not... He doesn't even care. He's not even... It's of no concern to him. Okay, what if we did library on that tile? Then we did a monument here. And then we kind of built around like that. Like we went for granary, saw pit, altar. Oh my god, it's so many tiles though. Just all to get around to here? I mean, that's a +2 already. You can put a library right there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. All right, okay, we're going to settle on that tile. We've settled it. Okay, so do we move into syncretism? Are we ready for syncretism just yet? I don't think we're ready for it. Let's go to mysticism too. Clan networks is quite big for us. Nothing in here that we want. Slingers are going to keep moving over towards the Scythian Neapolis. We've also got our army commander here. Did we not get a third slinger? I thought we got a third slinger. That's a bit of a rip-off. It's okay. Next turn, as long as he's completed, he can jump in the clown car with the rest of them. Okay, so we're now sitting at a happiness boosted +11, which is lovely. And that's because irrigations... Oh, you know what? I heard irrigation. I heard hanging gardens. Okay. So that's the tile right there that we're putting hanging gardens on. I mean, technically you could go next to the city center, but not worth it. You want to go that tile right there. And do we want to do it right now? 10 turns? Oh, because we kicked this citizen out, didn't we? Oh, but we need the camels. Oh, that's awkward. We'll get the camels in 8 turns. It'll be fine. And then, so if we grow... So if we do that... That pushes it to 8 turns. Where's this settler going to go? This settler's going to come over here anyway. I mean, it's not really threatened, is it? I mean, he's not going to get through there. Scythian Neapolis is there. He could try sailing across. What's his science like? Oh, God. Okay, he's got sailing. He's got sailing. Bro, how are you at 70.3 science? Dude, I thought we're doing all right. We're at 18 science a turn over here. Oh, wow. Daily AI is kind of good, huh? That's insane. Bro has absolutely got sailing. Bro is on world navigation right now. He's in the exploration age. Holy moly. Okay, we are going to need to get writing, and we're going to need to go into writing so that we can steal some techs. Because that is crazy, dude. We're only at turn 39. Are we really that far through? Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. All right. So we're going to have to fall back here a little bit. Let's move you up to this tile. Let's try that. That should be fine. Okay, we'll take the +6 science. Okay, we're at 24 science. We're definitely getting a little bit closer. Okay, he's only at 58 now. Not bad, not bad. Okay. All right, let's try and get through here once again. Through the pass. Okay, so we settle this. How are we doing? 4 turns until next celebration. So let's go ahead and... When do we grow? I think we just take that tile right now. Okay, you can hold position. Let's keep looking, keep searching. A lot of mountains on this map right now. This is... Maybe it's just because I'm playing Pashakuti of the Incans that I notice the mountains, and normally we just don't see them. We just kind of ignore them. But it's one of the cool things about playing as Pashakuti. Okay, so we're going to put you... How do we do this? What's the right way? Because you're going to get attacked there no matter what. Slinger can just hold. But we're going to get slammed and we're going to get thrown. Actually, I don't think they can throw us from there. Do we come across and then throw like that? I think we do. That's definitely a play. But yeah, we're getting destroyed here. Bro, we sent out 3 slingers and we just went out like 1 turn a little bit too early. Okay, so if we... we're not at the level just yet. So if we do this and then this, is that enough? That's not enough. We should be able to move along the road and then get a second shot off here. Okay, where are we growing? I think we just want to take all the tiles that are adjacent to the volcanoes because they're both active and there's a very good chance that they will increase the fertility of the land. Speaking of volcanoes, I tell you what, it's a bit of an exciting place to be living, that is for sure. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we do searching. That's why we don't put our scouts on auto scout. Oh gosh. Auto scout, huh? Auto scout. Okay, so he didn't die, thank the lords. I don't know whether or not this is going to work. Let's try. No, it didn't. So you should... Oh, we made a bit of a mistake. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We've got low health on our units. We could potentially look for a couple turns to heal. So let's consider that. What if we just complete researching? We could go to Code of Laws. Oh no, we did Mysticism, didn't we? Mysticism 2. So let's go Syncretism now. Let's switch that out. So we're gonna... I mean, 5% food versus 20% growth? Obviously, like, we're gonna be taking the 20% growth, but it's like, which way do we go? How much gold is that? We're at 32 right now, if we don't slot it. It's only 3 gold. It's not a huge amount of gold. Let's slot it for the extra 5% food. 5% food isn't much, though, either. Oh, my lord. Man, I tell you what, it's treacherous up towards those north sides. This was a crazy start. I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to pull it off, though. It feels like we're a little bit behind here. Okay, oh, there's that scout, dude. I told you we sent a scout. It must have been crazy, the timing on that. Okay, things are not looking good for this little scout. He's having a tough time in the north. Okay, let's break through. Now, we're allied with him, so we can just go through his lands. That's the other thing to note. Let's go back just for a little bit of a heal. We were planning on entering towards the Scythian Neapolis, and they have just very quickly shut us down. Hello, Xerxes. Are you the King of Kings or the Achaemenid? You're the Achaemenid. Alright, let's see what you offer us, potentially. Maybe culture? We could get culture this turn? Yes, exactly what we want. Culture, thank you very much, Xerxes. And now we are working all 3 of these tiles, Mount Fuji. So this little town right here is definitely doing well. I mean, it's contributing, that is for sure. Okay, back towards this location. We're going to pick up some tiles from the volcano. And we've got some growth. Oh, great stealth. Okay. We've got Hanging Gardens that's coming up. Do we dare do... I mean, you could even go, potentially, for... I'm thinking maybe we do Mundo Perdido as an option. I mean, Mundo Perdido's a bit far away, though. It's all the way in Code of Law specialties, or specialization. It would be nice. Let's think about that as a potential option. And do we go Great Stell in here? If we were going to do a Great Stell, where would we do it? On that tile. And then that would give us a +4. Is that going to be an option for us? It is an option for us. I mean, we could go... Yeah, we'll do it right there. We'll do it right there. All right, let's see. I wanted to heal, but then it's like... maybe we just stay away. Let's just stay away from there. Things are not going well in the north. Okay, we're going to heal up. Well, Ben Franklin's playing America, by the way. That's cool. Are his yields bugged out yet? Not yet. Sometimes their yields bug out. I don't know whether it's to do with the civ that they play, but like... Yeah, okay, here, you can see. Like, look at this. There's no way that this is like what it actually should be. I think it just shows as this because he's not working it and it's in vision. Once he starts working it, it will like go back to this. And because that's not in vision, that's what we see. I think that's what's happening. Okay. We have got... Is it a major or a minor? I think this is right now. One of the things, one of the bits of feedback I would say is like it's difficult to tell the difference between a major triumph and a minor triumph. A major one we don't get until the end of the next, or until the start of the next era, and there would be some words here that would say that. But for a minor triumph, you kind of don't know until you know. So we've gotten the plus 25% relationship change from diplomatic actions because we started 10 diplomatic actions with leaders that are active at the same time. That is a lot. Do we really have that many? Gosh. Turn 46 writing? Is it? That feels kind of late to me. Okay, we're just going to take the free gold. Oh, culture. Culture is tempting. We've also got another offer down here. Okay, well, let's just take the military aid and we'll take the culture. Okay, and we're going to go into writing 2 here. And I think after riding, we want to go up into the wheel. Mainly because we want to be stealing, and I want to get villas. I think it makes the most sense. We've also got a lot of mountains, so we can get pretty good happiness adjacencies. Even though happiness isn't that good of a resource, it's still, you know, it's still decent. All right, let's come back around. Oh, that's a weird color combo. I swear that might be the first time I'm seeing that color combo. I think it might be. How many settlements have you got? Only 3. All right. Well, we got hanging gardens. We got one thing going for us. That's hanging gardens. We can finally pick up these camels, and now that we've got these camels, we can actually slot them in on our new city, and we can put the cotton in as well. I want to start thinking about a potential trade route as well. We want to be looking to get trade routes out. There's no real good... I say there's no real good spaces, but I tell you what, that... Oh my... hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within range of your capital? Okay, we need to get traders up sooner rather than later. That is a lot. Okay, are we taking iron? I think we're going to take iron here. Probably makes the most sense. I mean, this is going to grow. They're going to grow in strength, but the iron's kind of nice as well. Let's take that. It gives us the science. Expansionist point. We'll take the growth. Thank you very much. It's funny because, you know, if we could see the amount that the warehouse buildings were giving, we'd probably take that. But because it's just +1 and we don't see the number, it's like, we're not going to bother. Okay, so we're 5 out of 4 at the moment. We are going to be 6 out of 4 soon because we've just got this settler out and it's going to come settle over here. I was literally about to say we need to settle over here because if we don't, somebody else is going to. And look who's over here with her settler. How are you even over here with your settler? I don't know. Do we just go eliminate Longchang? I feel like it's going to be such a struggle to kill Scythia and Neapolis. After they beat us back last time, I tell you what, we could take the production towards Wonders right now. Dual Shuriken on this tile? I mean, I'm not against it. +1 science on fortifications in this settlement, but we're not really going to have fortifications, though. I mean, we are going to have production, though. I think culture's probably just more important. Okay, so we're going to move clan networks across into the policies, and then in contested time we'll come back. And now we can drop that we can't drop that library just yet. Okay, so do we want to go granary first? That's a +4. No, we'll take that saw pit. And then we'll put the library down. So it's going to be 2 turns. It's going to be a bit of a while before we actually get it. Got Bark in here. How many cities does he on? He's on 4. So we're leading the pack at the moment. His science is just absolutely killing it, dude. He's got his library. He's got his Kuna in here. We're going to have ours in shortly, but still, it just feels like we're so much behind. Yeah, so you can see he's not working these tiles, and I think that's why they're crazy. But I think once he starts working them, they won't be so crazy. Okay, but speaking of crazy, those are some crazy good yields. We don't even have like a saw pit in here, dude. You throw a saw pit in here? I'm kind of tempted to buy a saw pit. 750. Grow this in. That grows in 6 turns. I tell you what, it grows pretty quick, but I guess we got a lot of bonuses that are stacking it up, aren't we? Hold on. Was that the sound of a settlement? I heard it. What was that sound? Moreau? Oh, Yasur is no longer active. I think that's what that was. But to be honest, I kind of like the volcanoes being active near us because it's just increasing our yields. And as long as you build intelligently and you don't build monuments next to volcanoes, you're going to be fine. Right, Chan Chan? Right, Chan Chan? You're going to be perfectly fine, aren't you? I mean, there's a few volcanoes around here. Mountain Fuji's active as well. Mountain Fuji, can you, like, start doing your thing? You know, maybe we should have played with the settings turned up a little bit. Okay, so we're picking up a +3 library here, which is pretty decent.
Syncretism is the borrowing, affirmation, or integration of concepts, symbols, or practices of one tradition into another.
There you go. There you go. And we've even got the voice already. The voice line is already there for syncretism. So for syncretism, we're going to go ahead and just pick the Mayan one. Now, our options are Mississippians or Mayans, but of course we're just going to take Maya because we obviously want their infrastructure. We get culture, we get science from that. Super duper powerful. So we'll look to pick that up here. Oh, this is interesting. Do we take the gold, the food, or the influence? We're definitely going to take the +1 food in all settlements. And codex or influence, we'll take the codex. Let's make sure it's slotted in sometime. Ooh, we don't have anywhere to slot it. 2 turns and we'll have somewhere to slot it. So we'll open our borders. So I think we want to move into the wheel. We could also just go into masonry 2. Maybe we just go into sailing just to start with. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we're also 87 science. I can't believe that. That is incredible. Steel. So we should be able to get there. Oh, no, we got to do sailing first. And then we'll do the wheel. That's going to hurt our influence quite a bit by doing this. We've also got the option for Gate of All Nations. Probably a little bit better than something like Dual Shuriken. So let's go into that. What's the alternative? We could do Foundation. Let's do Code of Laws, actually. Code of Laws, because we want that trader that will come over here. Or that merchant that's going to come over here. All right, let's continue scouting out. Looks like he's got quite a bit of land here in the middle. And our scout is going to do a little bit of scouting. I mean, there's mangoes up here, but there's really nothing crazy. There's no mountains. This is, I mean, it's space, right, that we could take. And there is fresh water here. Fresh water all here as well. But it's like, there's no mountains. So there's no monument adjacency. There's no +2s. There's not even +3s. Like, there's really not much. Oh, you're coming this way. You know what? Seeing as we're so close, it does make sense. Did somebody say free real estate? Did somebody say free real estate? I can hear it. I can hear free real estate right now. Gosh, look at the yields on this city, man. With the science, it's just so nice. You know what else is going to be crazy? With Mundo Perdido in here, you're going to have quite a bit of bonuses that are coming in, like especially on mountains as well. Maybe that's one thing to note. Maybe we should be thinking about, like, Mundo Perdido probably wants to go in Wanaku, but we kind of need Mundo Perdido. We're beelining towards Mundo Perdido right now, actually. I've made up my mind. Mind equals made. So we go Mundo Perdido. Excuse me? What is this? Villagers has pillaged a plantation in the settlement of Chanchan. Oh, villagers. Wait, are you villagers? Why did it show me over here? I mean, it's Khotan, right? Of the Saka people? I don't know. Are you of the villagers people? I'm not sure. But look, it's not a big deal. It's not a big. We'll get over it. We'll get over it. Okay, so we've managed to secure all 3 Mount Fuji tiles. Now we're going to take the gold, and then I think after that we can probably just keep taking more mountains. Definitely makes the most sense. Okay, so library is now up. Make sure we slot our codexes so that they're in. And so that's a pretty decent library right there. +3. With the potential for a 4th right here. Then we could do... Oh, and we could do garden market right there. Yeah, that's perfect. We kind of need that garden down, so let's grab this. What are we going to put there? Don't say do shuriken. Yeah. Okay, so Kuna can go here. And then we get +1 for each adjacent quarter and wonder. Well, it's not really going to be that much, right? It's going to be maybe... I mean, maybe it will be 4. It wouldn't be terrible. Alternatively, we could put it here. Keep in mind we have the villa that we need to do. So there needs to be a wonder that goes on this tile before we can put our garden market in. Do we start thinking about our next city? I mean, we've got Great Stell coming through soon. We could literally just drop Mundo Perdido in here. 750. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to do that. Okay, so... That's nice. 100 production. And the promotion on the army commander. That also frees up a little bit of location, though, if somebody wants to go and settle there. And you know who I'm thinking about, don't you? Yes, the one who shall not be named. I mean, she hasn't settled down here. There's nothing really that good. Like, well, I mean, I say that, and she settled this. So it's like, why are you even settling here? My only answer is that there's literally nothing else to settle, and that's why she's settling there. By the way, yeah, that's the Kuna. Okay. So we're going to settle in this location right here. Boom. And what are we going to take? I think we start just by working our way up towards the silver. So let's go ahead and do that now. Oop. Okay. Looks like trouble in paradise here. No, no, no. Were we healing here? What were we doing? I think we may have been healing. And I think we were just like... Oh, is that why it moved us over? That's probably why it moved us over, remember? Yeah, we were probably healing. And that's what happened. Okay, so now do we go into the wheel? We've got sailing. We could also go currency. Currency doesn't really make much sense. There's no wonders in here other than currency, which has got Colossus. We do have space to put Colossus down in the capital technically, which would give us +2 adjacency here, but I think we prefer fishing keys in here. Like a fishing key in a harbor would probably make more sense. So, we've got Petra coming in. I think we want to do Discipline 2 after, just so that we can get the Gate of All Nations. We could also look at the Oracle, because that's a flat plains. No, we need Gate of All Nations. That needs to be adjacent to a district, so that's fine. I think that's going to work perfectly. Okay, so we'll go into the wheel. We're not going to be getting... Though, to be fair, we're not going to be getting the wheel for a while. Like, we're not going to be getting the villa for a while. Is there something more important? Maybe the barracks, just simply because of the adjacency bonuses that we're going to be getting from it. Like, they're going to be pretty good. Okay, so let's move you down. You're going to come, you're going to clear this out. Ooh, looks like there's trouble down in Paradise. Okay, Great Stell's done. So now we can think about Mundo Perdido over in Wanaku. And that was Great Stell being built in our satellite city, by the way, or our secondary. Do we potentially go... That's going to be 2 production. We've got the... Oh, the library. Oh, the library. That's a +4 library, baby. That's what it's all about. That is what it is all about. Okay. And then the Kunar, it will get an adjacency from the Wonder. And it will also get the +1 from... Or is it +1 or +2 from the vegetated terrain? Yeah, +2. So that's going to boost science like crazy. Wonderful. And then from there, we can, like, deal with production. Or do we just put production down first? It's 2 turns. 2 turns. We're on 27 production, and we want to put our resources into a new city soon. So let's do that. Okay, where do we go from here? We've already expanded out here as much as we can. You know what? You could do a Mundo Perdido out here. What's the production looking like? We got 5 and 5. So 5 here. How much is this on? This is going to be on a decent amount. It's at -3 happiness, though. What's the deal with that? We'll have to think about that. We'll take the iron in the meantime. Army Commander, keep on moving down. I think just from... I think we just need to deploy and eliminate. Oh, we can't eliminate. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Longcheng is slowly dying. I mean, Longcheng's been dying for a while, though. I think that's the volcano largely that's done that. No, we don't want to deploy. We want to assemble. And now we move. We could take the volcano. Yeah, we definitely want to do Mundo Perdido in here, don't we? Okay, so we can look at purchasing... Well, not purchasing, but let's do that. Convert to city now. Saw pit comes up in 1 turn there, so let's begin moving our resources over. Where's our cotton? Where's our cotton? Where is the cotton? Am I crazy? Has it just been sitting here the whole time? Let's put it back so it comes in properly. Okay, there we go. Okay, we get our merchant through in 2 turns. Okay, let's move up to the silver. +6 science. We'll take it. We'll take it for now. Now, we've still got other leaders to meet in this game. That's the other thing to remember. Simon? He knows 3 of them. We'll take the alliance. Does he have any alliances, actually? Because that could be his first. Yeah, we're his first alliance. He's going to be happy with that. Okay. So, our priority here is to maximize our production ASAP. So, where is the monument going to go down? Monument here. And then libraries over here. Where does Mundo Perdido go? Doesn't really have many spots, does he? You could go on this tile, but this is a good tile. You don't want to be using that. Mundo Perdido has to go on this tile. Monument goes on this tile. But if Monument goes there... It's a real process, isn't it? You gotta think this through and make sure that you're doing the right thing. Alright, he's got good lands. I mean, it looks like good lands, but it's not. Just remember, it's bugged, okay? This is like the real number here. This is the bugged one. It's not really 12 yields. If it was, I'd be a little bit jealous. But did we? I think we just literally used that. Okay, we're gonna come here. We're gonna deploy. I think this should kill it. Yeah, it does. Wonderful. So now we can move across. Can put you to the back. Nope. Just get back in. And that's going to give us more production. So that will help us finish the Kunar. Lovely. So that's 5. Not bad. And now we just need to think about putting wonders on this tile. I mean, worst case scenario, do we just throw the Du Shuriken on here? +1 migrant. Okay, 2 turns. We can pop that bad boy. Not bad. Okay. Everybody just get out, please. 1, 2. And 3. And we're out. Lovely. Okay, so we've now secured this up. So we definitely could have got a settlement in here. Oh my god, it would have been amazing as well. Would have just been an entire mountain settlement. Which is kind of the capital. Have 3 altars? What's our Pantheon again? Stone circles? It's doable. It's doable. I don't know if there's... I mean, have we not got an altar over here? It only gives us 3 production. It's really not that important, not that big. But it would give us an economic point, and that would be nice. Okay, so let's go into Coda Laws 2 here. We can pick up Oratory. Definitely worth it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get over here right now, Mr. Merchant. That is incredible. Okay, Migrant, you can hold for the moment, once again. Okay, this is some decent lands in here. I'm a little bit worried about all of these units that I'm seeing on the edges here, but it doesn't seem like it's a huge problem right now. Oh, we need to keep in mind that we're also doing the stealing. How is culture going for us? It's not terrible. We're a little bit behind on Xerxes. He's at 57. 60 for Ada. We can steal from her. So that's definitely going to be our goal here. We could take the Jade. Do we even have space for Jade? We do technically, but we're at -4, so there's not much point in having the Jade. But it's a decent tile though, right? It's not a bad tile. It's still too early for us to work mountains. Wait, what about specialists? We didn't get offered a specialist, did we? Yeah, we haven't been offered a specialist yet. Okay, let's just continue adding in production. So how are we doing on production? We're at 33.8. -3 happiness is kind of hurting us, though. Okay, where are we going with this army commander? We could look to try and tackle these city-states. Yeah, no one's even befriended this city-state. So let's go over there, and we're just going to go clean it up. Because, well, why the hell not? How do we get over there? Something like that. That probably makes the most sense. Oh, it's routing us through water, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to do like, oh yeah, don't worry. There's surely no... actually, there probably won't be ocean behind there. But you never know. You never know. They love to. They love to send you behind the ocean, don't they? Okay, silver's now online. Gosh, look at this. This is beautiful. Unfortunately, there's no good settlements here, though. Like, that would be... Oh. Oh. Oh, hello. That could be good. That could be good. We need to head west. Like, you can see so much of this mini-map right now has just not been touched. Okay, what have we got coming in? Let's be real here. We don't have anything in the way of wonders coming in. Like, it's Duasharican. It's sorry. I know it's not pretty. I know it's not the best. But it will do what we need it to do. It will give +1 adjacency, +2 with the barracks here. Speaking of barracks. Barracks coming in 2 turns. Yeah, that'll be fine. That will sync perfectly. I tell you what, we got good lands over here. I'm enjoying the tropical more and more. I will say that right now. We're going to repair that woodcutter. Let's go ahead and do that. And Mundo Perdito in 2 turns. So Mundo Perdito in two turns. We've got this bad boy down. Mundo Perdito goes here. We go Saw Pit on this tile. And then we can do the library on that tile. So we'll do Saw Pit and then Brickyard over here. And that's going to work perfectly. Okay, so even then you can't settle there. Yeah, that's going to be the settlement. Okay. Oh, no, there's one over here, isn't there? That was the one that we were looking at. It's I love it when the water is, like, shallow so you can actually work it. Yeah. This is the good stuff over here. I mean, I don't know if we're really going to play into it. I suspect we're probably not, just because we're more mountain-themed today. Speaking of mountains. Oh, my God. Look at the water. Okay, and are we going to bronze working, or... I think we can... Actually, currency wouldn't be terrible. We'll go the villa, just in case. A lot of units. Hold on, are these guys going to war right now? Are you seeing this? There's a lot of units. How are you feeling? Oh, he's unfriendly. Okay, they might do it. They might actually start hitting. Okay, we got gold back in. Now we're going to switch. I think this is... We were going to do Gate of All Nations, weren't we? I remember. It's all coming back to me now. We'll go into the foundation. Okay. Well, we're at 59 minutes right now. A little alarm just went off in my head and said, hey, you're kind of going too long here. All right, we're going to calm it down. But so far, I think we've done a pretty decent job of establishing ourselves. We're not on the tropical, or in the tropics 100%, but we've got some good settlements here. We'll be able to take advantage of Mundo Perdido for sure. So we'll look to do that in the next episode. Other than that, hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough of Pashakuti playing what he should be playing, the Incans, and playing at every single era of this campaign. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.